Alright guys, so I had my first catastrophic failure on my supercharged 350Z. Well, let me just show you. Guys, so what's happened here is we have a little bit of a fuel leak. I turned the pump on just so you could see it. It looks like it's this line here from the pump, from the high pressure pump. It looks like it's coming straight from here and it's leaking right off this line. It looks like the line has a little bit of a split in it up here. Also, don't mind my lifting technique. My jack isn't actually low enough to fit under this car, so I used the scissor jack to get it up high enough to where I can put my jack under it. And then I also use a jack stand because, well, I don't like to die, and I promise it's not a Harbor Freight jack stand. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to remove this line, this rubber fuel line, and we are going to go to the store and see if we can get a replacement. Alright guys, I got the fuel line off. It's right here. It was just a couple clamps on each end, and then it was just zip tied to the sway bar. But it was pretty easy to come off and shouldn't cost very much at all. I'm guessing the most expensive part will just be the fuel that I lost, about equivalent to half a tank and just a 2-mile drive. So let's get the new hose and see what happens. So this is where the hose failed. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty cracked. I believe right here was the actual leaking point, but it's cracked all the way through. I don't know if it was just the angle that it was at, or that it was just old, or maybe a mixture of the both. You can even see where it clamps down. It was needing to be replaced for quite some time. So let's get that new hose and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, I just got back from the store. I got the new hose. So this is the new one here. Obviously it's much better shape, and I also, let's see here, also picked up some new clamps too, just to make sure, because these ones they're pretty old. They're coated in road grime, oil, and now fuel. So I figured I'd just replace them just to be safe. And then it wasn't very expensive at all, like I was thinking. Total was $14, and that's even after a 27-cent donation. So yeah, $14 for everything. So let's get it put on. Alright guys, I got the fuel line put back in. Now all I need to do is zip tie it. I guess I didn't have any more black zip ties because I'd like to make this look a little bit cleaner, but instead of running to the store this time, I'm just going to use my heavy duty clear ones, and then we'll replace them with black ones at a later time. This is the moment of truth. We're going to see what happens. See if we have any more leaks, or if this is it. Might take a minute to start, so we're going to let the pump cycle a couple times. sounds like we at least got it. So we'll let it run for a minute or so. Well, that one must not have been tight enough. Alright, so after just getting soaked in gas again, let's give it another shot. I've got it tightened up on both ends this time, extra tight, so we'll see what happens now. Well, that certainly sounds much better than last time. Let's see if we're still leaking.